Okay, let's take a look at the project for this unit. Now notice I've changed the numbers, some of the numbers here, so don't just write down the answers as we go through. This is to show you how to calculate the missing part of each column. Okay, so let's take a look at column 1, or excuse me, row 1 here. We have the list price, we have all of the discounts, and the net price rate. They want to know the item's net price. To find the net price, you take the price of the item, in this case $500, times the net price rate. Move the decimal 2 places to the left, so this 56.7 becomes 0.567, and then you multiply. And it looks like the net price is going to be $283.50. Alright, let's take a look at the next row. We have the list price. We have 2 chain discounts. What we're missing is the net price rate right here. So what I'm going to do is find the net price rate. I'm going to do the complement of both of my discounts here. So 100 minus 25 is 75% that we're paying there. And then 100 minus 30 gives me 70%. Move the decimal on each of those 2 places to the left and multiply them together, and that will give you your combined net price rate. So we're taking 0.75 times 0.7. And we get 0.525. We move the decimal 2 places to the right. We can write it as a percent, 52.5%. Okay, let's take a look at that next row we have. So now we're in row 3. In row 3, we once again are missing the net price rate. What we have here is just a single discount of 12%. So what we're going to do is find its complement. If you've got 12% off, what percent are you paying? And it looks like 88%. So that is our net price rate. I'm going to go to a clean slide as we move on to row 4. Okay, so now again we're calculating row 4. And what's missing? Well, once again, the net price rate. So we find the complement of each of these here and multiply them together. So the first one, if you get 20% off, then you're paying 80%. The second one, if you get 30% off, you're paying 70%. And finally that last one, if you get 8% off, you're paying 92%. On all of those, move the decimal 2 places to the left. And then multiply them together. So we have 0.8 times 0.7 times 0.92. Okay, a little bit on my paper here. Multiply those together. When I do, I get 0.5152. Move the decimal 2 places to the right so you can write your rate. My rate is 51.52%. Alright, let's take a look at our next row, row 5. What are we missing? We're missing the net price of the item. Now we have the rate and we have the original price. All we have to do is change this percent to a decimal. Okay, so 0.675, and multiply it by the item's price, $865. And when I do, I get $583.88. Okay, now we're on row 6. What are we missing in row 6? Nothing. So on to row 7. What are we missing in row 7? We are missing, once again, the net price rate. pretty straightforward to calculate it. We're given the discount of 42%. So the net price rate, since there are no other discounts, would just be the complement of that. So if you get 42% off, what are you paying? We're paying 58%. Okay, once again, I'm going to move forward so I can have a clean slide, and we'll finish this up. Okay, we have 3 rows left. We have row 8. What are we missing in row 8? We're missing the list price of the item, and we are missing the net price rate. In order to answer this question, you have to first find the net price rate, and then you can find the list price of the item. Okay, so what's our net price rate going to be? Let's find the complement of each of these. So 100 minus 10 puts us at 90%. 100 minus 20 puts us at 80%. And 100 minus 30 puts us at 70%. Change each of those to decimals and multiply them together. So we have 0.8, 0.9, and 0.7. Which gives us 0.504. Okay, so if we move that over to spaces to write it as a percent, we know our net price rate is 50.4% for that row. We need to find the list price of this item. So all we have to do is take, instead of multiplying, okay, you multiply the list price by the net price rate to get your item price. If you're trying to go back the other direction, you divide. So we're going to take the net price of the item and divide by 0.504, our rate. When we do that, we get $722.22 would have been our list price. Okay, let's take a look at row 9. Row 9 is just missing the item's net price. Again, to do that, you multiply the net price rate by the price. Don't forget to move your decimal over 2 places to the left before doing that. So we are taking 7,645 times 0.35. And I get $2,675.75. And we are finally on our last row down here, row 10. And again, it is missing the item's list price. So to do that, we take the net price rate, okay, and we divide it into the item's net price. So we are going to take $1,980.25, and we are going to divide it by 0.35. Again, that 0.35 is our net price rate. And when I do that, I get $5,657.86, and I have completed the table that they requested.